Welcome to a tutorial on the weaving of a 4-armed Brigid Cross with a very special whirl. You will see me making the standard 4-armed cross, which I then flip over to fold the projecting rushes back as I'm turning the cross anti-clockwise to form a lovely looking whirl on the front of the cross. The ends can then be tied off as per my usual method, or left untied but cut at a steep angle. I'll show you both types. Pick up 2 rushes at the same time and hold them at the halfway point. Then pick up another 2, hold them at the halfway point and squeeze them between your thumb and your index finger before wrapping them around your thumb. And then wrap those 2 rushes around the previous 2 at the halfway point. Squeeze it there and hold it. Then pick up 1 rush only, fold it at the halfway point and wrap it around the previous 2 rushes. And then push it right against the vertical rushes. Pick up 2 rushes again, fold them at the halfway point and wrap them around the previous rush. Tighten everything up and then give it a quarter turn anti-clockwise. And from here on it's always the same, and we're just going to use 1 rush. Fold it at the halfway point, wrap it around the previous ones, give it a quarter turn anti-clockwise. And again, pick up 1 rush, fold it at the halfway point, wrap it around the previous one and turn it anti-clockwise. Fast forward a few rounds until your cross reaches the desired size. Pull down one of the previous rushes to create a loop. Then pick up your next rush as normal, fold it, and when wrapping it around, make sure that both arms are being fed through this loop you just created. Now tighten everything up and all your rushes are secured. Lay your cross on the table in front of you and mark the rush on the far right of each arm with a piece of string. Now tighten everything and pick up the rush on the far left of the arm and fold it back. But make sure the rush lays outside the lozenge and not on top of it. Now turn the cross 90 degrees clockwise. Keep repeating this step and ensure the rushes align next to each other when folding them back. Every time you get to a rush with a marker, remove it. Maybe flatten the rush for an easier bend and pull out one of the previous rushes to feed it through. Now, if you find the rush doesn't hold well, just pull the next rush instead and see if you can secure it that way. Then flip the cross around and admire the whirl you created. Now you can cut off the ends and tie them with a string or an elastic band. However, I like to hide the elastic bands. And for that, pick up a rush that was cut close to the ground, where the rushes tend to be a lot sturdier. Leave the lower few centimeters intact and flatten the remainder, before feeding the top end through the elastic band. Then wrap it around 3 times horizontally to cover up the elastic band. And then a 4th time diagonally. Hold everything in place and turn the cross around to look for a good spot to feed through the sturdy end of the rush. Continue to hold the wrapped portion in place and flatten the rush, forming the loop if necessary, and then pull it all the way through. And remember, if one rush snaps or the end is too soft to feed it through, just try it with another one. As a final step, shorten the loose ends and cut the arms to your liking, and here is your whirl. Here I'm going to show you a version where the arms are not tied off, but instead I use a ruler to create a mark on each rush that helps me cut the arms at a steep yet precise angle. The only thing you need to consider is that the ends of some of the rushes may not maintain the exact same angle when drying, but it is still my personal favourite. Now, which version is your favourite? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video for yet another type of a St. Brigid's cross.